In this question, we want to figure out what are the possible rational zeros, right, of the following polynomial. Okay, I brought here the formula for the possible rational zeros. So what he's saying, if I have any polynomial in this format, so this is the leading term, an, xn, and this is a0, which is the constant, right? So the possible rational zeros, they're going to be of the form p over q, all right? And the p is the factor of the constant term, which is this term over here. All right, so that's going to be on the numerator. All right, and the q is going to be the factors of the leading term, and that will be the leader over here, right? And that's going to go on the denominator over here. Okay, so let's start. So the possible rational zeros are going to be possible rational zeros. They're going to be, for this case, we're going to be the factors of 10 divided by the factors of the leading term, which is 25, leading coefficient, right? So we are using only 10 and 25 from this equation. All right, so let's see what are the factors of 10. The factors of 10 are going to be plus or minus 1. Always we take the positive and the negative, right? What other number divide 10 is 2. So plus or minus 2. What other number is 5, plus or minus 5. And of course, 10 itself, plus or minus 10. We do the same thing for 25. So 25 can be divided by 1. So it can be plus or minus 1. We can divide 25 by 5 as well. So plus or minus 5. And the last number is going to be 25 itself. So plus or minus. So now we're going to write them down as a set. And what we're going to do, we're going to divide all these numbers on the numerators. We divided by the first one here. All right, so if we divide them by 1, it's going to be the same thing, 1 over 1, it's going to be 1. Don't forget the plus or minus. 2 divided by 1, it's going to be 2, plus or minus. 5 divided by 1, it's going to be 5, plus or minus. And then finally, 10 divided by 1, it's going to be 10 and plus or minus. All right. Now we're going to do exactly the same thing, and we're going to divide by 5 other numbers, right? And so forth. So 1 divided by 5 is going to be 1 over 5. And don't forget the plus or minus. 2 divided by 5 is going to be 2 over 5. And plus or minus. 5 divided by 5 is going to be 1. Or we have the 1 here, right? So we don't need to write it again one more time. We can skip it. 10 divided by 5 is going to be 2. And we have the 2 here, so we can skip it. All right, so let's move on to the next division, and we can divide by 25 right now. So all these numbers on the numerator divide by 25. All right, so 1 over 25, we don't have it, so we can put 1 over 25 and plus or minus. Well, then 2 divided by 25, we don't have it, so it can be 2 over 25 and plus or minus. And 5 divided by 25 is going to be 1 over 5, or 1 over 5 is here already, so we can skip it. Now, 10 divided by 25, we can reduce it actually. 10 divided by 25, I can divide by 5 both sides. It's going to be 2 over 5. And 2 over 5, we have it here. So there is no need to take it neither. So we're done. So we can close our parentheses, and we're done. This is all the set of the possible zeros. So from all the possibilities, this is only the possible rational zeros. All right, and that's all.